Alright guys, this is Beats for President here, about to go over how to play Zenyatta, which is my off healer currently. So he's a great healer, support character, and I highly recommend him if you're trying to do a push comp, or even on defense if you're really good with him. I like him more for pushing myself. On defense, I'm more of a Moira, maybe even a Brigitte person myself. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at his abilities. That's the first thing I always go over. So your different orbs. So left click is one, and you can charge more with your right click, meaning you hold it down to build more damage. As you notice on the left corner, he is probably one of the more difficult healers to play, only because of making sure you get his Discord and his Harmony out, and we'll talk about those. His ultimate ability is Transcendence, and basically he becomes invincible, he moves faster, and he heals everybody around him. And then his Orb of Discord is E. That puts a like a debuff, if you will, on an enemy target. And then also Orb of Harmony, which is Shift, which those work similarly, but one heals and one kills. Okay? So, for example, here's this guy. Now, if you notice under the gentleman, you already see the E button. Boom. Now, you'll see on your right-hand side, it says Training Bot. Now, typically, that would be on a said player in the game. Okay? So, if you go ahead and you go to a character and you're fighting an enemy team, you can hit the E button. If you know who you're trying to put it on, you can call it out immediately. If it's in a group and you're trying to put on somebody specifically and you're not sure who it's going to go on, you can see on the right-hand side and you can call it out to your team over chat. So example, I put it on bot. Chat. Discord on bot, right? For example, you could just say that. And you could say that to your team. Team likes it when you Discord. Call out your Discord targets, right? Obviously, you want to kill in this operation. You want to kill healers, then tanks, then DPS. Unless you got some DPS that's really just beast moding you, right? Like if you got a really good tracer or enemy Widowmaker that's just giving you guys a hard time, or anybody for that matter. You could also work it out with your teammates. Now, let's talk about his other orb, which is Shift. You put that on a friendly target, like this guy, okay? Now that heals him over time. Now, on the other token, when somebody gets out of range of either one of your orbs, it's gonna fall off, or if they die, obviously it's gonna return, right? So if an enemy dies, you know, it's gonna come back to you. Or I'm gonna show you something else. Like let's say I put it on that guy. Now if I get too far out of range, if I get out of line of sight of that enemy, it will drop off. And it's gonna, yep, okay, so they're both returned. So if you get out of range of who you've got your Discord and your Harmony on, it will drop off. So you, as you can see how far I went before it did, you kind of need to be in LOS, meaning line of sight. That's what LOS stands for, in case you didn't know. Now, for his attack, obviously headshots, just like anything, any other character, are going to do more damage, right? So if you can build up those headshots, fantastic. Now, if you notice the difference in sound, body shot sounds like a soft hit. When you hear a tink, that's a headshot. That's how you know you got a headshot, okay? So the other thing is you can charge one up on them. You can charge 5 orbs. Boom. You can literally kill an enemy if you charge up those 5 orbs a lot of times, unless it's a tank, okay? Now, let's talk about our Harmony, our Transcendence. I'm going to hit Q. These guys are not going to take any damage. I'm not going to take any damage, and I move faster. So I can kind of move back and forth and heal people. Literally, that's how you play this character. Now, the reason he's more difficult is because you don't have any AoE healing. You have to target everything. You have to target everything. I can't reiterate that enough. Did I say that enough? You have to target everything. So you can't do like Mercy and just hold down left click on a laser beam and aim it at somebody. You have to change the orb, right? Same for your damaging orb. You have to put it on there and you have to call them out. You have to call out when you put your Discords on. It helps your team, because your team doesn't know who you put it on. All right. So literally, that's how you play Zenyatta. He's probably one of the more difficult support heroes to play, but he's only got like 4 abilities. 4 abilities, you know. And that's it, guys. That's pretty much how you play Zenyatta. If you have any questions or comments, leave it on my YouTube. You can sub on my YouTube for free, Beats for President. You can look me up, or you can also watch my streams and follow my YouTube channel. You can click on the link that's down on my bar here. That's my Twitter. And the one way over there at the other end, that's my YouTube. So I'll see everybody later, and thanks for watching my video. Peace. Awesome. Exactly 5 minutes.